a little thing came out. Little thing. A little trailer. Pretty good trailer. One by a little studio called Studio Eclypse. So, just saying, we may have to watch that trailer. We may have to watch that trailer right now.
What made the original message hit was the fact that you could be the one, Claire.
Ragefish from Rageaholic made fantastic Rageaholic cinema videos and all Death Place movies. Anyone seen it? Yeah, I love the first one. The first one is just such a solid little movie. But here we go. If we get distracted. So as stated, this is by Studio Eclypse. I'm trying to find a way to you know, why am I even fighting with this? I already know what to do. Let's pop out the chat. Here we go. Okay. So as stated, Studio Eclypse has been working on a fan anime of Berserk. From what I understand, they're trying to do the Black Swordsman arc. This has been hyped up for a number of years. So we are going to watch this right now because I feel like that's fitting. So here we go. Maybe a little bit loud. Let me before I blow your ears out. Here we go.
Productions donated $5 through Super Chat.
So there we go.
Someone say Agent 47 is a sock icon BC.
And right out the gate, you'll notice it's in Japanese because, from what I understand, this is a Japanese studio doing it. So, I mean, they also have some Western artists involved, but you know, I thought you didn't give a shit about fan projects. Yeah, but this trailer genuinely has me kind of raising an eyebrow, where I'm like, okay, it'll probably still follow the formula a lot of fan projects have, where they'll make one or two pretty interesting episodes, then they'll sputter out and die. That is just how it works. But where's am I wrong? Prince Charles got his name from a Japanese book by right-winger Japanese that's all about how Japanese return to traditions. The GOAT Mark Ramiro worked on this. Yeah, as stated, they've had a number of artists. And it's all in Japanese, but all they're doing is reciting the Destiny of Man speech from Berserk 97. So, you know. But yeah, I like the look of the castle. Obviously, that's the Black Swordsman castle. Yeah, that's proof of the concept to get the rights to do an adaptation. Well, a lot of the time when a fan anime works, I say a lot of the time, but it's only really happened like twice. When a fan anime gets really popular, some of those animators can actually be brought on to anime studios. That's what happened with Bleach, if I remember right. Some of the people who did a Bleach fan project got brought on to do 1,000 Year Blood War. And funny enough, I think Johnny Bosch actually voiced Ichigo in that, because Johnny Bosch just seems cool. He just seems like a cool dude. He loves being Ichigo, so you know. Getting a drink. Knows they're actually Japanese, they'll actually finish it, because God knows Westerners can't finish projects, save their lives, yeah. Far looks completely made for a fan-made show. Yeah, it looks nice. I say they have Mark Ramiro on it. Mark Ramiro is a really good artist. If you follow him on Twitter, he has some really good fucking art. Yeah, it looks like they're doing the 2016 2D style, which is not a bad style. The 2D wasn't the problem in that. It was purely the, you know. And I will say this: it kind of suffers the same issue that a lot of fan animes have, where stills will look really, really good. As you saw, the environments look good. Guts hanging from the chains looks pretty good, but actually having to show them move can look wonky. Looks nice, but the frame rate's pretty low. Exactly, they'll look very wonky and kind of low. I will say the goat head here, because this is the Slug Count's wife having sex in the orgy. I'm not big fan of this still. It looks a little, personally, how I view it, it needs to be a bit darker. It needs to have more stark lighting on it. It needs to have more depth. To me, it looks a little flat. Maybe that's just me. Accomplished more than the Attack on Titan Cope Fic alternate ending that was supposed to be animated by Mappa. Yeah. It's hard for an underfunded group to do it. Exactly. We understand this is a fan anime, but I like the look of the Slug Count. I think he looks good. Some people have compared it to Castlevania anime, like maybe season 1. I can kind of see that. Just as stated, they need to tighten up some of the movement. Okay. This is actually a perfect frame. So I just talked about how the orgy with the goat looked kind of off. This I think is pretty good. This I think is pretty good. This one, it kind of looks like composition's all right. Once again, I want it to be a little bit darker, just a little bit, maybe a bit more blue, like maybe have like a blue filter over it to where it really looks like it's nighttime. But I think this is pretty good. And the fact they are doing the succubus scene, I already have immense respect. Where it's like, okay, yeah, they're going straight forward. They already know. They already know this is Black fucking Swordsman. Okay. Yeah, transformation is okay. But as stated, it's kind of low frame rate all around. I like Griffith. I like that. I like the look of Griffith. That was pretty good. Like I like the way Griffith looked there. I think at the very least, Void looks pretty sick. Void looks pretty sick here. I think at the very least, the God Hand will be on point. The God Hand seem like they're going to be on point. Be more interested in something like Conviction. Black Swordsman's easy enough to do a standalone with. Because that's kind of be their whole thing. Conviction requires you to know the context of Golden Age. So, you ever think the orgy be darkly lit? They're having an orgy in the castle in broad daylight. They have been opened back because it was Count's wife. I'm talking about like a tone thing, a tone thing to where you're trying to establish it as like a dark scene of like walking into like this seedy, fucked up ritual. It should be darkly lit and menacing. It looked too bright. This is official or fan? It's fan. It's Studio Eclypse. Modern animation just looks flat and cold in general. Digital coloring lacks depth and texture or pay and sells. They can make it work. It's just, it's a lot more work compared to the hand-drawn. Where hand-drawn, for some reason, goddamn, artists knew what the fuck they were doing with that. Reminds me of the JoJo 1993 OVA. You can definitely tell they took cues from the movies. See, I like that. Okay, I like this scene with Casca there. That's pretty good. I am a little worried they may try to add a bit too much OC do not steal parts, because Black Swordsman Casca didn't exist. Casca did not exist come Black Swordsman. She showed up later. Gutsu. Yeah, it's all in Japanese. Notice that. It's all in Japanese. So we already know that this is going to be handled with much more care than a bunch of Westerners. Deep voice Casca. She is whispering, but I kind of liked her voice. I think it fits with Casca. Because I say, she's not supposed to be super feminine. She's meant to be like a tomboyish. But I like this moment. I like this. Where my assumption, this is going to be my prediction, they're going to have Guts fall asleep, maybe in the carriage with Colette and all that and her father. And he has this dream where he's dreaming about Casca, then it turns into the nightmare in Black Swordsman. That's what I think. That's what I think it's going to go. It's very possible it could do a different thing. Maybe after he's captured and tortured, maybe he'll kind of drift off and think of Casca. Maybe he'll pass out in the cell. Maybe. I don't want to make judgments here. Let's keep the Castlevania people far away from Berserk. Agreed. Casca could tell you what's wrong with your car despite not knowing what the internal combustion is. Yeah. Animation somewhat reminds me of UFO table with a CGI background. Yeah. As stated, individual stills look great. Like here, I'll rewind it a little bit. This still right here, where it's Casca looking at Guts. Visually, that looks great. That is great. The lighting makes sense. It's supposed to be very soft because it's Guts dreaming of something better. Like this is a good one. This is a good one. They did well with this. Hand-drawn days never come back. Enemies too is run like Nazi concentration camps, so they're getting CG. But if they run like concentration camps, we could have hand-drawn. That's bullshit. 600 cells in 2 years? Or 6 million animation cells in how many years? Alright, didn't Asuka's JP voice, VA voice Casca? I think so. I think it was her, because she did a lot of stuff around that time. I can't wait to hear Puck say Berserk and go, he said it. Costco saved by Griffith being raped. Griffith ruined Costco by raping her. Yeah. Yeah, Asuka originally voiced Costco, but she got Graves' disease. Ooh, that sucks. Yeah, I like her voice. I think they have a good voice actress for Costco. And like I said, I like this whole... Yeah, it turning into the sword's pretty good. That's a pretty good little... Like, you know what? That's good. I like that. Alright. This feels, as stated, very inspired by the ending of the third movie. And of course, there's Puck. Puck, I will say, looked kind of rough. I get why Puck looks rough. He's very cartoony. He's very high energy. He has to move around a lot. So he'll probably be a pain in the fucking ass to animate. But it still looks rough. Still looks rough. I like the actual design of Puck. Like here. If I can get him kind of still. Because there's that part where he's looking at the audience. This, the actual, like, still of Puck, I think is pretty good. I think it's pretty on point. Animation choppy, looks alright. As stated, it's, for a fan anime, I think they actually do have a very good handle on it. It's just, as stated, you can tell they're a small team and they're working with what they got. You know, they're operating off ramen and energy drinks for their budget. Here's 1-to-1. Here's 1-to-1. As stated, they have a good look for Puck. Why is Black Swordsman wearing brown? That's just the lighting. He's walking into the sunlight. That looks a little wonky on that frame. I try to find the best I can. The rest he's moving around a lot. As stated, Puck's very animated. Yeah, that little when he made the little pose there, I thought that looked pretty good. CGI here looks okay. It kind of feels like they want to be like Demon Slayer a little bit, which makes sense. Demon Slayer looks really pretty. It's like, yeah, that's the MC Escher dimension in fucking... Yeah, in the fucking slug count arc. Yeah, summer 2025. No, because it's just teaser. Lock and change. Yeah, and I stated it's summer 2025, so we're still a year out from the actual full version of it, you know. Yeah, these are the credits of all the people working on it. I almost said MCU, you should be ashamed of yourself. Summer 2025, sure, yeah, right. Demon Slayer did 3D environments better than most, so great inspiration. Yeah, I'm not against the inspiration. As stated, it kind of felt like that's what they wanted to do, and I think that is a better idea, where instead of having to painstakingly do the environment by hand, focus on the characters for 2D animation, and then the environments can be a mix of CG and 2D. I'm okay with that. I'm for that.